Hello, everyone. Welcome back to War in the Pacific Admirals Edition. Friedrich's game versus TF-1377. May 4, 1942 is underway. Let's see what's going to happen. All right, this I-28 that's parked off the coast of Sydney. We'll probably need more ASW than this, one single destroyer, but for now that's all I can afford to use here, and it's gonna basically be constantly hitting and running for more ammunition. All right, so the Sea Dragon does hit with their torpedo, but no effect. No effect except for gathering the ire of his subchaser. 4 torpedoes, not a single explosion. All right, so there's a secondary bonus here. The I-28 is wasting torpedoes, but we couldn't do anything anti-sub because of ammo. You can see here we have a bunch of assets on night bombing, but nobody took off. Now we are hitting aircraft on the ground here. We took some damage in the process, and we're bombing at night at 20,000 feet, but it's just his flak must be firing pretty high in the sky. Okay. All right, and we're doing night bombing on Kumak because I do not know. Ooh. Okay, I do not know if he's flying cap, long-range cap here with a bunch of zeros, let's say, but it looks like we destroyed one, so he must have them also based here. And one airbase and one runway hit with only 11 aircraft. And the weather is only partial cloud, although it doesn't matter. Now we have 75% moonlight. Probably I'm going to stop doing night raids after this turn. The moonlight is going to start decreasing, and it's only going to get worse. But we do have some more bombers coming. B-26s. Destroying some other aircraft. It looks like he's parked some dive bombers and or torpedo bombers here as well, because we saw I can't remember if it's, anyways, whatever it said, it looked like it was an actual bomber. Yeah, dive bomber damaged. So they do have dive bombers here. If nothing else, we're damaged, we're going to force him to repair them before they can get back up in the sky. Okay. And just one runway hit here. Also night raid on Madian. So this is an airbase level 4, and I guess in my mind, whether he wants to base aircraft here already or not, I figured it wouldn't hurt to start beating up this airbase because probably from now on, I won't be able to do much open bombing. He's going to cap everything pretty well now. And yeah, you could see here we're bombing some more with some more fortresses. Beating up the base a bit more. All right, Cooktown, 3 more fortresses there as well. Again, 20,000 is apparently too low still. And it doesn't help that they're coming in these waves and not all at once, but
Anyway, now there seems to not be as much of a flak issue here, so I'm okay flying low still for these raids. Relatively low, of course. Alright. Destroyed another 0 on the ground. Some supply and base runway hits. And, you know, it's hard to be coordinated at night. That's fine. We'll do the best we can with the hand we're dealt. And even a squadron of Havocs don't go in coordinated themselves. And this one does no visual damage. Okay, so again, a hit on the cruiser mine layer. No detonation. The Sea Dragon, without taking a shot, dives. But, you know, we'll be safe for another day. Alright, and right here east of Cairns, we have the I-29. Okay, something sank. I do not know what it is, though. It's not ours because we would be seeing that on the bottom left of the screen if it was ours. And now it looks like air phase. We got some air units flying around doing some random things, apparently. And, no, that's a naval movement. I don't know what was happening. It's not air phase just yet. Alright, now, east of Brisbane, the Wyola, I don't know how the Australians would pronounce this, but we've got a minesweeper firing off some depth charges against the I-30, but no hits. The O-20 isn't able to get a shot off. It's out here in the Sulu Sea. And let's see. No effect. Now air operations. Okay. But I guess we can call our night bombing raid of Kumak a little bit of recon, because we've discovered he's got fighters and bombers based there. By the way, today I've got some low-level sweeps hitting. I'm not sure if I advertised that last turn, but we've got some low-level sweeps hitting Cooktown and Kumak. We're gonna... and Chiang Mai. Well, maybe not Cooktown. I don't know. I don't remember all the bases. But the goal here is to see if we can strafe some stuff underneath their cap. Alright, no reported hits here. Okay, something was at 20,000. I didn't notice if it was our aircraft or his, but I figured we could go toe-to-toe. Instead of flying low and strafing the runways, we're going to see if we can fight them in the skies. I thought we were going to do a night... you know what? I better not say. I was going to say I think we did a night raid here. Or tried to. I know it didn't run. But maybe I didn't. Let's just push through this. Okay. So, whatever happened here... Okay. I'm not exactly sure what's going on here. But, oh, strafing at 100 feet. So that's what. So we did fly in low. How did we have air-to-air combat up high then? I don't know. Well, it was worth a try. Now I understand how this strafing works. Let's get through this. We're taking damage by flak, obviously. So this is not something I want to do when he has a lot of flak there, huh? Okay, good to know. But we're doing the same thing here. Strafing low. Okay. I probably won't be doing this again for some time. That was kind of a waste all around. But we're coming in with some more aircraft. Let's get some air-to-air combat done. Now these have bombs, so maybe they'll do some damage. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm not impressed. I should have probably done that at one base to test, not all of our bases. Alright, let's push through this. He's bombing Madado. I don't know when he's going to invade Madado, Cebu, some of these places, but in the meantime, we'll just keep an eye out for what it looks like he might be doing. Which we can see bombing raids, but nothing more yet. Follow up, that's not going to work. That's not going to end well. Nor will this. All right. Okay. That was a rough experiment, but I learned a ton from that, and I probably will not be strafing low like that for a long. If I do, it's because I forgot this turn happened, because that was rough. Yeah, he's doing a lot of recon. We are apparently too. And, yep, this hex has been bane to me. And that will go down. I feel like the only way to beat that is to have like 6 destroyers there just pound. I don't even know if that would work because of the game mechanics of ASW Warfare. Even that probably wouldn't do anything. Alright, some port expansions. Oh, we didn't bomb Johnston Island. Just thought of that. What a turn. Let's take a look. Well, as usual, I started out looking here. Looks like our battleship, our bombardment group will be here in one hex, literally. And I'm tempted to just leave it like this. Remain on station, surface combat, just chill out. And when our amphibious force that we pick up the troops here starts heading back, when we get maybe halfway, like somewhere in here, Maybe I'll just go ahead and trigger the bombardment, hit it 2 turns in a row, and then bomb with, well, we're going to keep bombing if we can. It was the B-30's turn to bomb, and they didn't fly. That's okay. That means they're more rested. And then these, I'll hold one more turn. Um, and wow, that's a lot. That's under a long repair. Um, well, uh, wow, this is interesting. So we have a lot of aircraft being pulled off for maintenance, and this is a long delay. I'm not sure how that's calculated, like when that gets triggered. Now we'll have one bomber back next turn, the sixth. But anyway, I'll bomb with the LB-30s this turn and just let the B-17s relax one more day. Let's take a look here, and it looks like another Dauntless is ready. So we'll transfer it to Midway. And, sorry, the other one is supposedly roughly 4 days away from being ready. Let's see. Speaking of, we've got roughly, depending on the speed, if it's going 6 hexes a turn, we're looking at, which it might be going 7. But if it's 6, we're looking at 5 turns, and if it's 7, we're looking at 4. And then we can unload this naval support, and then we've got more. We've got these guys going really slow. Wow, that's going to take roughly 5 turns also. I may just, not that it matters. If he has a sub here, he's probably going to tear up, well, either one of these. But let's take one of these ASW destroyers and just go ahead and meet that merge. That way each of these groups has a destroyer in it. Again, not that it's not going to fool a sub, but maybe it can get some retaliation if we take a hit. All right, still completely unspotted, and we're heading straight into Tarawa. I think I'm going to keep going southwest. Say something like this, and see if we, catch something out in the open and bomb it. Yeah. Okay, and that said, yeah, these are all set to 8. Okay, good. So they're going to be scouring 8 hexes out, and hopefully we find something and sink it. All right, before we get spotted and they run away and hide. All right, now this convoy covered by Saratoga is moving very slow, and so the Enterprise in Yorktown will be in the South Pacific long before our troops are. But all right, so there's no spotting here right now. That doesn't mean that I'm comfortable pulling in still. He did shift, it looks like, to the west. I can't remember if he was like one of these hexes here, but he's moved over here probably to see if he can sidestep our subs that we've got patrolling here. And what's this guy doing? Heading back for replenishment. we'll just go ahead and upgrade him as well while you're back there. Just go ahead and get upgraded. Yeah, I'm okay. They can sit here another turn. Um, okay. There's no rush. Um, I'd really like to see if why we can't sink these subs here, and why it is that his subs just can torpedo all of our small boats right here east of Cairns, and we can't get him. All right, let's take a look at this. 22 air-to-air losses because yeah, I put myself in a terrible position. But we've equalized it with 10 destroyed on field. So it's really a 22 to 20 kind of, roughly. I'm going to take the win. But look at all these destroyed by flak and operational losses. That totally just sucks terribly. So we lost 37 to 23. Terrible turn. Uh, I carry all the blame because I did these low attacks and just got shredded. Six. Let's see, seven, eight of our aircraft were destroyed to ops because of these missions I did. And then obviously we had some serious air-to-air losses because of it as well. And then flak. So all the losses I took, I could have probably done high altitude missions and had better results. So I'm not going to pull that again. We're going to have to scrounge up some replacement aircraft because this is really bad results. Again, yeah, my poor decisions there. Very rough because now we lost some probably really good pilots, 20 of them. Oh, that's sickening. You know, mistakes after mistakes I keep making, and then I feel sick about it. Well, I just need to stop making mistakes. Obviously, the only thing we can see here is our Australian minesweeper. And that pretty much is it for this section. All right. What am I looking for? Okay. I mean, not much to talk about down here. I don't know what he's doing, but, you know, I think he's pulling troops out, but there's no telling. Now we have a little bit of detection, and it looks like all he has left here is 4 fighters, possibly damaged, and he has some ships in port, so it'd be nice to target that. I might just do that. Okay. All right, B-17s. Let's do a port attack. And we'll do 10,000 feet is fine. And let's set all B-17Es. Okay. But day. Let's see if that carries forward. Yeah, but it doesn't switch this. Okay. I might just stand down this one because he's already up to 10 fatigue. I don't know. It probably won't hurt. Okay. However, these B-26s, B-25s, A-20s, I'll probably also, yeah, I don't know yet. I'll have to think about it. Um, I don't really want to bomb night anymore because it's going to be below 70, probably the moonlight. And This wasn't too bad, although it pulled everything from reserve. It's so beat up now. We are certainly not going to do that again. Let's go to 15K and let's stay home. The fatigue isn't terrible, so we'll go 70-30. Okay. And we also have this group here, which for now we can just do full cap. I don't know what his intent is. If he thinks, ooh, these aircraft are beat up, let's go in. Then, then we'll find out how stout our air units are there. He does have low detection level there. The night bombing here, I'm going to call off. And we'll just say, yeah, for now, okay. Let's just move on. I'll circle back to all that. I gotta do some admin over around several bombers, including the ones at Numea anyway. Up here, Java, I'm assuming he's moving up, maybe even by rail. I don't know. But surely he's going to be starting operations up this way, and we're not ready. But this is the best we got right here. Whatever we got here, that's all. That's what we'll have to hold with. And looking up here, he still has troops shifting northeast. Daily bombardment of One Chow. Looks like he's moving guys off-road. Not exactly sure why. And we got some troops back here. We pulled them back. That's fine. They were parked here, but that was kind of a waste. Well, it was an attempt to discover something, and I didn't discover anything. Let's see how fast these cavalry move. 7 hexes per day. I'm going to try to swing around here, I think. Anyway, we'll see what we can find. See what we can discover. I want to... oh, we see something here. I want to experiment and come in here somewhere, somewhere to where I can see if he's going up this road, if he's left any of these hexes empty, those kind of things. Because if he has, I might consider taking them. Like if I took this, for example, this guy would run low and maybe out of supply. He did position troops here, and the best we're going to do now, probably getting supplies in here, is by air. And now I certainly feel comfortable maybe I'll get all the way to 20. I don't know that we'll get 20 in there, but that's what I'm going to try. These Lancers are almost ready. And then the next step is to get them positioned in key areas out here somewhere. Maybe Changsha. We'll figure out a spot. And then keep upgrading these at Sion. Position them here to train. Yeah. All right. I mean, it wasn't the worst turn, but it was a bad one in the air. We trade off terrible days on land, and then we say, okay, let's have a bad one in the air as well. Like to mix it up a little bit, I guess. But yeah, so I think this is going to be strong. I'm just passing over some of these bases here. This is going to hold fairly well as well. They're both, more or less equally strong going to be hard to take both of those. We also have a lot of supplies. The next step is, again, to try to do what we can to prep Australia. And I don't know, my guess with this sub here is he's going to invade here next. By sea or march, and I don't know which, or both. So we're moving some aviation support here. Now this base has no capacity, so we're only able to operate float planes, which when we get a few more, we can fly these guys down here, and that way, if he decides to invade Horn Island, we have a place to fall back to. Okay, yeah, I mean, there wasn't much this turn, not much going on as far as like a lot of heavy action that we need to scrutinize. Most of it's just same old bombings, bombardments, etc. But we are getting AV up here, so that's good. And disruption and fatigue down, so we'll take it. And we should hopefully bomb this coming turn. Clear sky, that'll be a good turn to bomb. Again, we're not going to bombard this turn. We're just going to come in here and just hang out, make sure we feel good about our transports coming back. Then we'll bombard to where we can really fatigue him, and that way when we get our transports here and start unloading, and everybody's unloading all in one turn, maybe we can do one last shock attack and try to take this base. And the damage to the base is still high. He's not going to fix it and be able to build up his fortifications, so we're okay there too. I'm going to circle back one more time. I kind of want to look at these guys. Okay, so we have quite a bit of troops here that could be repaired, like a lot of stuff. And here as well. So if we can get some more of these, so if we can get the AV up, I don't know, what is it, 73? If we can get the AV up to, let's say, 90, bombard, we'll be bombing, and then when we unload, I don't know how many of this, where are we? I don't know how many of this will be wrecked when we drop them off. We have assault strength of 126, but if we can get 50 of that plus, let's say 90, let's say 140, and I'm purposefully going to be bringing these combat engineers because I'm tired of these forts, and maybe these combat engineers can get in there and wreck it, but we'll find out. Plus, we're bringing a lot of, look at that, 8 vehicles. Just drive up to the forts and blow them up. Yeah, we might be okay. All right, guys. Not much more to really look at and explore. Just need some more time, keep building up and prepping, and see what we can do from here. Take care. We'll talk about May 5 next time. And if I remember something specific that I do in preparation for the resolution that I haven't discussed, I'll try to mention it, and we'll see how it plays out. Take care, everyone. Bye.